Great. So, Nidhi, we did some research on you, right? And we were stalking you on your LinkedIn, right? And one of the things that we saw was that you've in one of your recent posts you've quoted Nelson Mandela, right?
Mhm.
So you said, "May your choices reflect your hopes and not your fears." Can you explain that?
Sure. So I think that's a very recent post that I did after my trip to Bhutan just the
Hmm.
last week, and I think the reason that I had put on that quotation with that particular post was that it was one of the biggest achievements in the recent years what I've done. So I don't know if many people might be aware that there is a very prominent and iconic tiger nest monastery in Bhutan, and I throughout whatever the lifespan that I had, there are definitely some personal physical challenges that I face at times, which is like
Hmm.
climbing on such a steep height. So but I really wanted to do it. So when I was sitting at a particular point from where you can see the monastery, which is quite far, and most of my other friends and my guide and everybody had left, assumingly that I will not be going, and they decided that you stay here and we'll come back. And I just kept looking at it, and these were the only two things which are running in my head. My mind was telling me, just filling me up with all the fear that don't do it, you won't be able to do it, and you will run out of breath, anxiety will hit you and stuff. But then my heart was just pushing me that you will never come back to Bhutan, probably you will never come back to Bhutan. So this is your chance, Nidhi. Just take a step, just try. And I think I just picked up my bag and I started it. So I think and I managed to do it. I did it extremely slow. And
Hmm.
now when I said, like, my member gang already went up, so I did it along with a lot of different folks. There were monks from Leh Ladakh who were doing it, there were kids, there were ladies with the backpack as a child on their back and stuff. So that all kept inspiring and giving me hope that when these guys can do it, I definitely can. So I think
Hmm.
that conquest just made me realize that sometimes we have to allow our heart and maybe strike a good balance between what your heart is telling you versus what your brain wants you to do, and then make an attempt. So I think that was the reason I put that quote across.